What items do we have?
Notebook and a magnifying
Is
glass.
that it?
Yeah.
Okay, right. We have nothing. I guess we've been very optimal on our item use then.
Yeah, we've used everything we've got.
Is there anything that looks interactable on this next screen?
Food.
The food and champagne look good, but you're
Glasses
trying to
kinda
stay
look
on a diet, so
interactable.
you make the wise decision to leave them alone.
The bars, like those.
Yeah, those weird, unique, shiny ones.
There I was,
Nice.
standing on the hillside above the excavation in the
Oh my
Valley of the
God, it's
Kings, with the faithful
most
Mahmoud
boring humans
describing
in the
dance
world.
of the Seven Veils to me in great detail, when a shout arose
What are we
up from the
doing?
workers below us.
Are we listening in?
Yeah.
Sensing an important
I don't think she
discovery
needs
at
to use her
hand,
hands
since
to
I had a
listen in
sixth sense
that
about
close.
these things, I scurried downhill to see that a step had been uncovered in the sand. It turned out to be the entrance to the Temple of Amon-Ra. I took the trowel from the Boskafir and cleared the sand away from the rest of the steps myself, revealing the entrance to the temple. The seal of the necropolis was intact on the door seal, indicating that the temple had not been disturbed. I knew that fate had brought me to the discovery I had been seeking for so long. Tireless after my exertion in clearing the staircase, I used a sledgehammer to break through the sealed doorway. Within lay the greatest accomplishment of my considerable career. Hidden within the darkness, untouched for thousands of years in the isolated temple, lay the magnificent Dagger of Amon-Ra, the greatest discovery of modern archaeology.
Good show.
Magnifique. Very impressive, Dr. Carter.
So, that's when you heisted it, right?
No, I didn't heist it, you annoying little man. I took it out of the temple and showed it to the workers, who immediately fell upon their faces, all 350 of them, to show respect for my accomplishment.
That's hard to believe, Dr. Carter. Egyptian workers have proudly worked the archaeological digs for many years. I would not think they'd exaggerate their respect for you to such an extent.
But then you weren't there, were you, Mr. Nagier?
Well, no, that's true.
And when was the last time you were in Egypt, Mr. Nagier? You seem to have lost some of your accent.
Well, it has been several years.
I thought as much.
Your discovery really was quite a remarkable achievement, Dr. Carter.
Was remarkable, Dr. Carrington? You mean, it is a remarkable achievement. There has never been anything like it before.
Quite so. Correction noted, Doctor.
God, I want to hit my head
If
on
you
the
will all
desk.
be excusing me, I see a man I need to speak to.
See, she wants it.
Certainly, Miss Delacroix. Certainly.
Probably that happy couple.
Right, so she's left.
She's gone. Can we go? What? So what did
I
that
guess we
trigger? We're
stand
still.
behind them.
Yeah, was it just walking this way?
Boy,
Oh.
did he bet. She's some dish, ain't she?
Yes, those French women really have something. I don't think my wife would ever have done it in a mummy case.
In my vast experience of women from different lands, I tend to agree with you, Mr. Nagier. I balked when a certain French woman suggested we have
He's got no experience of any women from even his own lands.
But I was pleasantly surprised by the results.
Yes, Miss Delacroix is certainly the cat's pajamas, as the Americans would say.
Yeah, we does come up with some good sayings, don't we?
Quite.
Good Lord, I hadn't realized a woman was present. Please excuse us, Miss Bow.
Oh, I wasn't actually listening to you, gentlemen, Dr. Carrington. I just just happened to be standing here.
My hand's glued to my
Excuse me.
ear for some reason. Oh,
So is this just a series of...
they're different.
Yeah, people moving around. It's like time passing kind of style.
If we just keep walking behind this table, we'll just keep getting cutscenes. Can we finally get a drink?
You pick it up and place it in your purse.
Oh.
That's what you normally do with drinks.
Is it full, or is it just a glass?
I've stolen a glass.
A crystal water receptacle.
Okay, glass.
Not sure what we need it for.
There was silence supreme, not a shriek.
Okay. Do you think there's actually more to talk about now? I guess we have to just see if the list...
Yeah.
She's new.
She's new. Are there any other new things? No. Yes. I don't want to even ask anyone about that. That's pointless. Okay.
Oh, okay. Let's ask you about the... we're asking about the water glass.
Yeah, I know.
I am not interested in discussing that little trollop.
I am. How about a much more boring thing?
Well, I've seen many glasses tonight, dear girl. It is a party, you know.
Yeah. Ziggy might be my favourite character.
Yeah, I think so. They're all...
Everyone,
awful.
yeah, everyone is accounted for. It's just a bit.
Nice working, girl. I knew her when. Now, well,
When what?
now she's a big hotshot museum. What do you call it? Back then, she was a streetwalker, if you catch my drift.
Superhero. Is that what you mean? She was like Batman. I think that's what you're trying to say.
Jeez, don't ask me, lady. I ain't touched a drop of that stuff in years.
Glass?
Well, the empty glass.
He's so shifty. But he might be the best.
That is a charming young lady, and so friendly. She seems genuinely interested in Egyptology. We had a long discussion about tombs one time.
Pretty weird intonation in that.
Sometimes I carry a water glass with me as well, Miss Bow.
Oh,
We
we're
have to
cool.
be sure to drink enough water in the wilds of Egypt.
That's why I always carry a
But I
glass
got out of
with
the
me.
habit.
Single
I'll
glass.
just take a glass and put it in my pocket. Really practical and useful.
That would be rude.
What?
That-
to look?
that-
Oh.
It's a semi-happy partygoer.
Oh.
It's a semi... Don't touch the semi-happy partygoer.
Hi, I'm Laura Bow.
Being snobbish high society types, the...
Okay. What about this happiness levels of these two?
It's a semi-happy...
Ah, they're also semi-happy. Well, one can only hope there's more people to talk to in these 3 screens. Oh, now this guy's on his own.
I say, my lady, please be so kind as to let me alone. I do not appreciate being mauled by people I barely know.
How about if we get to know each other, huh? By the way, I found your
Evening,
dagger.
Dr. Carrington.
Good evening, Miss Bow. Good evening.
Then the security guard quite obviously took it.
I really haven't had much interaction with Miss Delacroix. Well, of course, she is my assistant. So I guess I should correct myself and say that I do have interaction with her. But I don't know her very well, really.
Well handled. Good work.
You got away with it, boss. That was smooth.
I definitely haven't had sex with her. If that's what you're asking when you say, do you know her?
What a frightfully dull subject. Water glasses indeed.
Yeah, I'm with that man.
You know what? Fair enough.
He is on the money.
It's a fanatic.
I love these fanatically happy ones.
It's a fanatic.
On this side of the room, everyone's fanatic. On this side of the room...
gift shop.
Yeah, it's true. It's because they're all on acid on this side of the room. Whoa! Is that Dorian?
Yeah, he's
Why
stumbling
is he wearing
as well.
boots?
Miss Bow?
Oh my
Oh,
god.
wait.
Oh! Mr.
forgot.
Dorian?
Forgot about his voice.
That's right, we met at the docks.
Oh dear. Your shoes. They aren't exactly formal.
Oh, well, I can explain that, but not right now.
What?
I see. Well, what brings you here?
You.
Oh, me?
You told me you'd be here tonight and, well, I thought we should talk.
Oh? About what?
Could we step outside for a minute? The moonlight is very nice tonight.
Well, all right. I think I'd enjoy that.
She likes a bit of the Dorian. It's got an it's such a robot. Everything about him screams the Terminator.
I just wanted to explain to you who I really am.
You're not Steve Dorian?
Well, yes, I am Steve Dorian, but I felt like I didn't give you the most accurate impression of myself when I met you earlier today. But, gee willikers, I'm just not used to meeting attractive young ladies on the docks.
I wasn't down there looking for a man. I'm a professional journalist working on a story.
Oh, well, yes, of course you are. I didn't mean to imply anything. In fact, I was very impressed with your professionalism and with your smile. I just didn't want you to think I'm a common stevedore.
Well, I'll admit I was wondering what a stevedore was doing at this ritzy museum fundraiser.
My stevedore job pays the bills, but I'm aiming for a career as an artist. However, I'm really here because I'd hate myself for the rest of my life if I didn't try to see you again. Maybe I'm a fool, maybe you think we're too different, but I had to try.
Well, I'm very flattered. Are you always this nervous?
I'm not very good with women. I've spent all my time working ever since I was 10 years old, when my father died. I've never had a chance to date very much. Lately, I've spent my free time going to school.
I'm starting to think we're more alike than I first thought. My mother died when I was very young, so I was raised by my father. What kind of an artist are you?
I'm a painter, and I do a little sculpting.
How interesting. But I think that an artist would know enough not to wear work boots with his tuxedo at a formal party.
Oh, I said I'd explain that, didn't I? I was hoping nobody would notice. I had to blow 2 weeks' pay to rent this tux, but I didn't have enough left over to rent the fancy shoes. It's just that I had to see you again.
You spent all your money just to see me? My goodness, I don't know what to say.
Say you'll have dinner with me some evening. I may seem a little odd, but I promise that I'm harmless. I'd be honored to spend an evening with you and show you the sights around town.
Well, I don't usually, but you've gone to a lot of trouble to find me. I think I can trust you.
Based on nothing.
Really? You'll do it? Oh, thank you. You won't regret it. I'll make it a memorable evening. I'll paint for you. I'll dance for you. I'll sing for you. Anything you want.
Well, there's no need to get carried away. Let's see how dinner goes first.
Of course. You're absolutely right. I don't seem too anxious, do I?
Maybe just a bit, but that's okay.
Okay. I'll take a deep breath and calm down. I'll be fine. I'll do whatever you want.
I think this is the beginning of something important, Steve. I like you already.
What?
Let's
What?
go back to the party,
What?
Steve. I've got work to do.
That was a weird angle for a kiss.
This is such a strange event.
If he didn't want people to notice he was wearing boots, he probably should have tucked his trousers into them. Well, now he's walking over their feet. Why is he walking like that?
He's a robot.
He is a robot. That was insane.
That really came out of nowhere.
So, right. Let's go back. Hang on. Have they changed?
No, I
No,
don't
that's
think so.
still
That's the same.
Ramses.
The people in the background have changed, though.
Oh yeah, they have. Who's
This snappily dressed man looks like...
is the accountant? Have we got more? Oh, I can't be bothered.
I just want this chapter to be over with.
Yeah, I do. I want something to happen, not
chapter
what
has
just
been,
happened. I don't want that to happen again.
That was wild.
You see
That
a
kinda
tall
came out of
Irish
nowhere.
gentleman with red hair who acts like a cop.
My word. What is this? Alright, no one there.
Now there's a lovely girl. A real
She's
lady,
there.
don't you know?
She's like there.
I mean, I'd argue that's your
You
fault for
always
asking
carry
an
a water
inappropriate
glass around
question in
with
front of
you. Were you lost in a desert as a girl?
Yes, I am Yvette Delacroix, but I am not one to be talking about myself too much, no? I am not like the great Dr. Carter, who has so many of the great stories to tell.
Wow, what do you think about my water glass?
What are you doing with the water glass? Listening at the doors? Haha, just kidding.
I will be.
Now you've put
The
the
happy
idea in.
partygoers just ignore you entirely, considering themselves high.
Okay. How did they even know that we're not cool? Not everyone's available.
No, maybe we need to listen at doors.
Yeah, there's probably some people having conversations. That's an interesting man.
It's a semi-happy...
It's a
Like, he's just
semi-happy.
he's just the regular old semi-happy party member.
He's a regular semi-happy woodsman. What's he doing in... Right.
Do we need to put the glass to the door?
Isn't this a little bit conspicuous?
Yeah.
But
Yeah, massively.
let's do it.
You hear nothing of interest.
Maybe we can hear it in here.
What?
Maybe we listen out. What about this wall?
You
Just
hear
look-
nothing.
what are we supposed to be?
So this is
doing?
just going to be a tool for listening in, right? That's
Yeah,
basically what
I
this
guess
is gonna
so.
be.
Have we?
From
are we,
now on.
Are we missing like a section of an area that we should be able to go to?
Maybe they've gone outside? Oh, I don't know.
We've asked everyone about Delacroix now, right? That we can. We could go outside. But I'm worried that Steve Dorian's out there.
With his robot walk.
Yeah, Terminator.
Don't touch...
I just want to go. in here where there's a door. Ah!
Back to the rotunda, Fräulein. The rest of the museum is off limits. And you are spooking their mastodons.
I don't think so.
Yeah, spooked him to death.
They weren't like that before. Oh, there's that guy now. They're moving around. They're mingling.
Guy is just around as well. Maybe we listen into this conversation again? Force some people to go around. I don't know how you listened in. Was it just walking?
It was just triggering up here, yeah.
It's a semi...
Just strange description. Let's try going out. And if not, then I'll have to look at someone else. See if we've got any more topics to discuss. It's a semi-happy party goer. Oh, man. Right, we don't appear to be able to go anywhere else.
There's no cab here.
Yeah, once we get... I think we're in the museum now.
Yeah, I think we're locked in.
I just wish I knew if there were more places to explore. Not there. Oh, my word.
Good evening. Good evening. You ask yourself...
There's not more, is there? We lost everything.
I mean, the problem is, we don't know if there's more...
I bore rather easily, dear.
It's hard to tell if there's more to ask. Like, if you learn something else, or whether it's triggered, or... Like, we're assuming this is just the same the whole way through, but it can't be, because...
I bore rather...
Yeah, okay. There's nothing new.
Okay, maybe we can
You hear nothing.
listen in on
No dice, lady. Get your own drink. This is open bar. It's every man for himself.
yes. Anything on the left that we just haven't seen? It looked like it didn't really go anywhere though. It's walking behind
I'm not
this.
thirsty, lass.
I prefer the wine glass unless I am listening at the doors, no?
I am making the joke.
Maybe if you walk behind them, it will trigger a listen in.
Behind these guys.
Yeah.
It's true, is there more conversations to be...
Prying,
Oh my god.
I'm having the hardest
weird.
of times keeping my hands off you.
Not here, Yvette. There's too many people.
They are not important.
Got my hand
you
over
are
her
the
hand.
most powerful man here, my Ryan.
What about that Carrington guy? He's president of this museum.
The doctor, he is old and weak. You are the young one and strong.
She sounds like a Sith.
And what would you be wanting, Miss Bow?
Oh, well, I thought I heard you call my name.
You must have been hearing things. I didn't even mention your name.
Oh, sorry. I've got to be going now. Excuse me.
Yeah, there's going to be loads of listening in.
And what were you doing when that fancy dagger was being stolen then?
Let me see. I was sleeping in my hotel room.
It's
You
lucky
don't
she's
sound
so
too sure
sussle.
about that.
I haven't been sleeping too well since I arrived in this country. I'm tired, so I'm not thinking too well.
You're not sleeping well. Would you be having a guilty conscience then?
I do not understand your meaning, Mr. O'Reilly. Perhaps it is the English. It is such a curious language, not as clear as Egyptian.
Well, you say the dagger is what brought you to this country. If I were in your position, I'd be tempted to steal it.
Steal what has already been stolen? The Dagger of Amon Ra belongs to the Egyptian people, Mr. O'Reilly, not to Dr. Carter, not to this museum, and not to this country.
I'd be watching what you're saying, Dr. Smith. You're digging your hole deeper with every word.
Amon Ra will seek his own vengeance on those who have removed his dagger from Egypt. Amon Ra does not require my help.
You say you were sleeping when it was stolen. Were you alone?
That, sir, is none of your business.
I wasn't alone.
Oh, that's where you're wrong, Dr. Smith. It is my business as long as you're a suspect in the burglary.
A suspect? Do you Americans have no shame? I'm here to gain the return of the dagger by legal means. Ask Dr. Carrington.
I have talked to Dr. Carrington, and I know he told you no dice.
The matter is not settled until the last camel drinks from the water of the oasis.
What's that? Some kind of Egyptian double talk?
Excuse me, sir, but I see a turkey leg on the buffet table that requires my attention.
Do you think we need to talk? He's not moved. Right. Do you think we just have to keep listening in?
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't want to listen to this lady. I haven't asked any of these people about Yvette. Or my water glass. Oh no!
Oh.
Why are they doing this?
Ah, a delightful girl. I keep asking her if she'd like to be my second wife. She is so very feminine and seductive and charming and attractive and...
Okay. I get the idea.
You should try to be more like Yvette. Men would like you more that way.
Men like me just fine the way I am.
That's what you think. I find you quite annoying.
It's rude.
I am a representative of the Cairo Museum and the people of Egypt. My mission is to recover what rightfully belongs to us, not to Peepin' Carter or this pathetic museum.
Alright. Well, tell me what you think about this.
Drinks, thank you.
I find Yvette to be a charming young lady. Some people around here don't appreciate her zest for life, but I find her quite refreshing. Ah, yes. Mr. Smith is a well-respected Egyptologist. He truly loves the desiccated bodies of his ancestors, you know. I think he is a good man.
Do you think it's possible that he stole the dagger?
Possible? Most definitely. Probable? Most unlikely. If he had stolen the dagger, he would be on the first ship back to Egypt. Then again, perhaps he's too clever for that. Or he's lingering behind to wreak his bloody revenge. Did you know that bacteria can survive on the rim of a glass for 3 days, my dear?
Cool.
That trollop sleeps with everything that moves, and some things that don't. It's only by sheer strength of will that I've resisted her advances so far.
He's aware of it, but he is fighting the good fight.
You aren't friends with that swine, are
It's
you?
literally there.
Well, no, I'm not actually.
Good. You do well to stay clear of that Egyptian pig. That bloated maggot ought to be horsewhipped and sent back to the
blind?
dung-laden wasteland he came from.
I get
Lionel
the
doesn't care.
impression you don't like him very much.
You could say that, yes.
Why not?
I'd rather not say. Do you always pry into people's personal affairs like this?
It's my job.
You're a professional busybody?
I'm a reporter.
Same thing.
Just waiting for that.
It's a water glass. Just the thing if you require a drinking receptacle that holds liquids.
Cool. Right, guys. Let's see if you're talking to each other some more. No.
Must be the main table again or something.
Yeah.
Looks like we're done here.
What an interesting mechanic this is.